Hello everyone. Based on my previous video on writing skills, few of you have asked me to talk about the business writing. And today I'm going to talk about business writing specific to email writing. Hi friends, my name is Akanksha and I am communication specialist. Also, I'm on a mission to help around 100,000 young professionals to improve their communication skills and grow in their career. So I hope that you find this video useful to improve your communication skills. And if you find it useful, please like this video. All right, so let's begin and talk about the business writing. First of all, we need to understand what is business writing. See, sometimes we write casually. Say, for example, we are sending WhatsApp messages to our friends, family, colleagues, right? It is a casual writing. But when we talk about business writing, it comes and it is related to the business or related to your profession. For example, any kind of email writing, any kind of resume, your proposals, minutes of meeting, any invitation, or any query. This is related to business writing. There are other examples also, but today I'm going to focus on email writing. So let's start, and I'm going to show you first the format of email. When you start composing your email, what are the fields you need to take care of, and then we will take few examples. So all right, let's begin with email writing, the composition of email writing. So when you open your email box, it will look like this. And when most of you already know it, but still for a new freshers, I just want to tell them that this is the email box, and especially I'm using Outlook for testing. So please ignore these ads which are coming because I'm using the free module or free version of Outlook. So please focus here. Here you will find different folders. Say for example, inbox, sent, item, and drafts. So whatever mails you receive as a recipient, that will be available in your inbox. Whatever mail you sent to the recipient or to others, that will be available in sent item folder. And whatever items you have written but you have not sent yet, that will be available in your draft. There are other things also, but today I'm going to talk about the composition of mail. So let's start. I'm clicking on new mail, okay? And it will allow me to write an email. If you're not comfortable with this box, what you can do, you can just open this in a new window. Okay, I'll do that. And my composition or my mail draft is available in a new window. That will be easy because you will be able to see the full window screen and you will be able to compose it in a better way. Okay. So when you start composing your mail, first of all, you will see the from field. From field, who is the sender? It will, since you are writing from your email box, it will come, your name or your email address will come there. Now, next field is to. Who is the recipient? This email ID should be added here. Who is the direct recipient? And then you will see here additional fields, that is CC, and next is BCC. Okay, this will be just below to field. And then CC is carbon copy and BCC is blind carbon copy. See, say for example, you are writing a mail to abc.corp.com. Okay, just take a hypothetical example. So abc.corp.com is the direct recipient who is the direct concerned person of this mail. Okay. Now, say for example, you have added xyz@gmail.com in CC field, which means you are adding XYZ just for the awareness, just for the information purpose. XYZ do not have to directly concern about this mail. He just need to be aware that there is a mail conversation is going on between me and the ABC. Okay, this is for awareness. Now the BCC. BCC is blind carbon copy, which means if I add somebody, say for example, PQR@com.com, com. Okay, just for a hypothetical example. So which means that ABC and XYZ will not know that I have added PQR in this mail conversation because it is hidden, because it is blind. Now, what is the purpose? Why BCC is used? Let's take a hypothetical example. I want some information from my client. Okay, the client is on site, maybe in US, and I want some information, and I'm continuously following up on this information, but the client is not responding. What I can do is I can write a mail to my client. He will be into his email ID into CC to my project manager, and maybe I want to add BCC to the on-site consultant to make him aware that client is not giving me response and he need to follow up on that matter. Okay, so I want to add him BCC because I don't want client to know that I'm trying to escalate this issue. So this is the hidden purpose of BCC. The other purpose of BCC could be you want to send same mail to in a bulk, which means you want to send common mail to many people. So you can add all those recipients in BCC. So nobody will know who are the other recipient, and it will go, the mail will go as an person to person or as an individual. So this is the other use of BCC. So I hope that you are clear the usage of 2CC and BCC. Now moving ahead. Next field is subject. See, subject is very critical. And what is subject first? Subject is the topic or the purpose of this mail. Okay. Subject line is very critical because let's take an example. I am trying to write a mail to my boss where I need immediate attention. Okay. My boss is a delivery manager and he is receiving around 200, 300 mails per day. Do you think that he will read each and every mail per day? No, he is not going to do that. What he will do, he will read the subject's line, and if he finds that anything is urgent and important for him, he will open those mail only on priority basis. Okay, so if I want him urgent attention, I need to keep the subject line in that way. Okay, so subject line that is why it is becoming very critical. Now, next thing. Your subject line should not be more than 5 to 7 words. Reason is, nowadays everybody is reading the mails on mobile. So your subject line should not be exceeding the mobile screen, which is not readable. So make sure your subject line should be crisp and clear and grasping the attention. Okay, I will give you example how to write subject line. Okay, now let's take a hypothetical situation. So this is the subject line, okay, or your purpose of the mail. Okay, now moving to next part. Now coming, these are the initial fields of email. Now we are in the main body of the mail. Main body of the mail has 5 main parts. First of all, address to the recipient. Okay, I think my spelling is wrong, but just to make sure that I am giving you an idea. Okay. Okay. Now, it can be hello, it can be hi, it can be dear, or it can be, and it can be name or sir. Okay. Why? See, if you are writing an email to your teammates who has day-to-day conversation with you, then you can use dear. If you are writing an email to subordinates, you can use dear. If you are writing an email to the client who is very casual with you, who is very friendly with you, you can use dear. But otherwise, if it is very formal email, you should use hello or hi. So this is how you can address the person or the recipient. Now, when to use name? Say, for example, you are working in MNC company or you are working in a private company where the culture is to take each other's name, no matter how senior they are. Okay. So in that case, you can use name. But If the person is very senior, say for example 3-4 level up to you, then you should use yes. Say for example, if you are using if you're writing email to your CFO or CEO, definitely you should use yes sir. Now if you're working in a government company, or you are writing an email to a government concerned person, then you should follow the government culture. And it's naturally, it is most of the time it is used as sir or ma'am. So based on the recipient, you have to decide the address, how you are going to address them. Now moving to the next part, this is greetings. Okay, so for greetings, say for example, you can say, I hope you are doing well. It is a greeting for the dead, that you are greeting. Say for example, when we greet each other, we say hi, good morning, good afternoon, that way. Okay, so this is the greeting. So in local time zone, if we are in a same time zone, the recipient and sender is in same time zone, you can say good morning, good afternoon as per the time zone. But if the recipient is in a different time zone, you can say greetings for the day. That will be applicable as per the time zone of the recipient. You can also say, I hope that this mail find you well, which means when he receive this mail, he will be fine. So this is how you can choose a phrase for the greetings and you can use them. Now, next part is your introduction. Okay. It can be your introduction also, or it can be the topic introduction also. If you're writing somebody for the first time, then you need to introduce yourself. If you're writing for the someone who knows you well, but who does not know the subject or the purpose of the email, you have to little introduce the subject regarding what it is. Okay. And then comes the main body of the mail, which means here in this paragraph, you can elaborate the issue. You can give the detailed information of the issue, but make sure that your email should not be longer than 1 page or 200, 300 words based on your mail. But some of the mails can be where you are elaborating or you are giving all the information, then the mail could be long. But in that case, you should use the attachment rather than writing a longer mail like 3-4 pages of mail. Okay, so make sure you use the attachment. Now, after main body, when you give the detailed information about the mail, about the purpose, then the conclusion. Conclusion is what do you want recipient to do? What is the call to action for the recipient? Say, for example, you want some confirmation, you want some information, you want you want some data or something, whatever call to action is, or you want a call back from them. So you need to write in a conclusion, thanking them in advance. So this is the basic format of the mail which you need to follow. If and that is also customizable. If you need something added, something need to be removed, based on your requirement, you can customize this format. But on and all, most of the time, we follow this format. And last but not the least, you need to add the signature of yourself. You can have the signature ready as a template, and then you can insert that through this button. Okay, or otherwise you can write a signature with your designation and with your name. So if the person knows you and it is a day-to-day conversation, then you can avoid the designation and you just put your name. If the person you are writing for the first time and to the other organization also, then you have to add your name, your designation, and the company name whom you are representing to. So this is how your signature should be added. Okay, so I will give you some examples also, and then you will understand it better. Now, there are few fields added here. This is the simple formatting, text formatting. So this you already understand, I hope. So I won't explain that. But here I will explain, say, for example, attach file. You can, clicking by this button, you can attach few files, link. If you want to add some hyperlink, you can add there. As I told that you can add the signature template from here, you can do that. So this is how you can use. Now, this is very important. This importance is a tag which you can add in the mail. So here you can say how important that mail is. If you put high, normal, high, then the recipient will understand that this is a high importance mail and he will open that. But every mail should not be added as high importance, because then your value of the importance of the mail will be reduced, because the recipient will understand that you always write with the importance, whether it is really important or not. So make sure that you use this facility carefully. All right. So this is the basic format of the email writing. Now let's see some examples which I have prepared for you. So here is my first sample. What the purpose of this mail is to get some urgent information related to some defect. And this defect is P2 priority, which means this defect or the issue has very high priority. Okay. So what I did is I just took some examples, some samples of the mail, and here so I have written to Mr. Being, okay, and CC is somebody else, and BCC is also my project manager, for an example, okay. So now I see the subject line, defect 123, the defect number is 123, colon, P2 priority dash need urgent information. See, this is very crisp and clear subject line, which says that this mail is about defect number 123, which has priority, which has P2 priority, which will grab his attention, because P2 priority is very critical for the client and need some urgent information. Now it is also clear through the subject line that I am needing some information from him. Okay. Now based on the connotation, we can use the address hello, hi, dear, as I already mentioned. You can use based on that. Hello Being, I hope you are doing well, or greetings for the day. Any of them you can use, but you have to use only one of them. Okay. Since I know him very well, since he knows me very well, and I have sent many mails previously about this defect, so I will just jump directly to the main point. I will not introduce or anything, because I have done that already in a previous mail. It's just a follow-up mail. Okay. So I will directly jump into the matter as mentioned in previous mail. And I also mentioned that I have written previous mail. This will give me a backup. Okay. I need urgent information on the application name, whatever, what is the matter is. Could you please share the same? Else, could you please direct me to the person who can help me in this matter? That's it. Okay. So I have given you him direct instruction what I am looking for. And if he is not able to help, please direct me to other person. Okay. Now the conclusion is looking forward for the prompt response. Okay. And thanks in advance, and whatever you want to write. Okay. And then signature. So this is how, if you are following up on the mail, and if this is urgency, you can write short and crisp mail, but make sure that mail is complete. Writing short and crisp mail does not mean that the mail is incomplete. Your mail should be clear, your subject line should be crisp, and you should make sure that you add everybody as if needed. And BCC, be careful to use BCC, because it is very sensitive and nobody should know that you have added somebody in BCC. Okay. If you are using that, be careful about it. Okay. Now, second example is something different, where I have used for the inquiry. So I am writing this person for the first time and I don't know the person. The purpose of the mail is to inquiry for chemistry textbook. Okay. So I'm writing to some publisher or the shopkeeper who has the idea about the mail, and who has the idea about the book which I want to, and I haven't used BCC because I don't need to. Okay. And CC is my maybe partner or somebody for whom I am asking for the book. Okay. Now the subject line, inquiry for chemistry textbook class 11. You see here also it is, subject line is very short and very clear what the purpose of this email. Hello, sir, because I don't know that person, how senior or how junior he is. So it's better to be safer side. I have written, sir. My name is Akanksha. See, first time I'm writing the mail, so I need to introduce myself and from where I am. I would like to inquire about chemistry textbook for whatever the purpose. And since this book is not available in the market, now the call of action, could you please let me know if this book is available for your store and other details like the price and the time of delivery of the book. So this is the main subject of the mail where I am inquiring about the book and other details like price and the time of delivery if he wants to deliver. Now, the last line is kindly keep in mind that I need the book in coming week, so your prompt response would be really appreciated. For any query, please feel free to contact me in below mobile number. Since I need that book on urgent basis, I have shared the mobile number so that he can fasten the communication and he can directly respond on my mobile. So I hope this is how you can understand the sample and the based on urgency and the requirement, you can use this information. Always try to use Grammarly while writing the email to avoid the grammatical mistake, but be cautious about the spelling because there are few words which sounds similar but their spelling is different and their meaning is different. So be cautious when you use such tools like Grammarly or any corrective grammar corrective action. Now, before sending a mail, make sure that you read those mail, that you find this video valuable, and now you will use this template, the format of the email writing, the sample of the email writing, and then you can improve your communication style.